with Richard Bowser, who is editor of what I think is one of the best property investment magazines that has ever existed. Certainly think it's a good read. You and I have been coming to this show now for, dare I say, about 20 years, Richard.
It's getting on for that, Kate, yeah. It's getting on for 20 years.
And I guess my main question really is, if you're an investor, what's the key strategy now that you think people need to be considering?
I think the key strategy very much depends on what part of the country you are residing in or is your investment area. It also depends on where you are in terms of your resources as a property investor, a landlord or as a developer. Because the resources that you have available to you, and the resources might be your experience, your contacts, your know-how, obviously your equity, your ability to leverage finance. So it's not a simple answer to the question.
Okay, but I think that one of the things you're looking at now is planning and what you can do on the planning side.
Absolutely. So the front cover of our latest magazine, Property Investor News, this is the April issue. So we're looking at planning and the outcome of the NPPF, which is the National Planning Policy Framework, and some potential planning strategies that may well be more applicable in the current marketplace and in the next few years. But certainly different property markets around the country at different stages of a cycle, and some parts of the country maybe are now coming towards the acquisition stage for development, and other parts of the country I would say are at their peak, and you would not want to be a developer looking to put holes in the ground.
And I guess really listening to you, I can read this in your magazine, I can go online and pick this stuff up.
Yes.
But what do you think I'd be missing if I don't come to a show? And why do you come? But you're putting a lot of time and money in coming here.
Well, obviously we meet face to face with many of our regular subscribers. I mean, I've met 4 or 5 who I know really well. I've known them because they've been subscribing to Property Investor News for 10, 12, 15 years. But for me, these types of shows, the Property Investor Show in particular, you've got a long-term proven group of exhibitors who are very well respected. You've also got a good organising company who know their market really, really well. And the seminars that they put on, as someone was just saying this to me just now, one of my subscribers said, without question, this show in terms of its seminar programme, constantly evolving, constantly improving, because it's adapting to the marketplace, which was the key part of my talk this morning. It is about adapting to an ever-changing marketplace.
Yeah, and I guess if you've got to go on and find it, if you don't know what you're looking for, you can't do that. Whereas when you come to a show, it's presented to you, the list of things that you need to go away and think about.
Absolutely, and it's face-to-face as well. And then there's, the virtual world is all very well, the internet or the social media platforms, but you cannot beat literally what we're doing now. You cannot beat that interaction with 2 people, finding out maybe about the product that you feel may be the answer to one of your solutions, a challenge that you've got with your rental property or a potential development type. So you can't beat that face-to-face interaction, and that's what's great about the Property Investor Show.
Okay, that's great. Thanks ever so much, Richard. You've just been listening to Richard Bowser. How helpful was that presentation?
It was very helpful. Enjoyed a number of the slides that he had, which was giving us a lot of information about the trends and the gotchas and what to look out for, really. So it's really interesting.
And you've obviously spending time and money coming to the show.
Yeah.
So what do you think you get from the show that you couldn't get from Richard's presentation if you hadn't been here today?
Well, I'm going to a number of seminars, and this is one that caught my eye really, because Richard is part of the Investors magazine. So
that's it, yeah.
That's why I really wanted to find out more about that.
So you read his magazine and you wanted to see him in person?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So we're at the Property Investor Show. We've just heard Richard Bowser presenting. How helpful was that presentation, and what did you find out that you didn't know before you came today?
I thought it was a fantastic presentation, very helpful. There were lots of really sort of pertinent points there. I mean, his assessment and kind of initial analysis of the London property market, also the regional market, was incredibly interesting, and it was quite a sort of candid reflection of how he sees the market developing over the next few years, which actually I haven't heard anyone at this show come out with so far on such a frank and open basis. So I'm really grateful for Richard sharing his thoughts with us.
That's fantastic. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Don't miss Richard's next market insights at the Property Investor Show in October. Visit propertyinvestor.co.uk for free tickets.